Okay, and remember there is Andhra Pradesh that will bear the brunt of Cyclone Montha, which is why right now all efforts are underway to ensure that there are no casualties when the cyclone makes landfall. The Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu and Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan took stock of the situation in fact they held a meeting with all officials to understand really what will be the impact of the cyclone when it makes landfall, particularly near Kakinada. The Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh has directed officials to ensure they use tech also to provide all necessary help to anyone aggrieved as a result of this cyclone. Let me bring in our reporters from the ground who've been tracking the movement of the cyclone and getting your ground reports as well. Apurva Jayachandran is joining us live from Kakinada. That's where, in fact, the cyclone will be making landfall. Also, Abdul Bashir, another location that will bear the maximum brunt of the cyclone is Machilipatnam in Andhra Pradesh. He's joining us live from that very location. We also have Tapas Sen Gupta, who's getting us the latest updates from Gopalpur in Odisha as well. Good evening. Thank you all for joining us. Apurva, I'd like to begin with you on the current situation. When are we expecting the cyclone to make landfall?
Well, Akshita, in fact, Cyclone Montha is continuing on its rage as it's all set to make its landfall at around the estimated time between 11:30 and 1:30 tonight. That's the time frame that is being given. The landfall, has already started is what we are getting to learn, but it is still going to take a couple of more hours, over 4 hours for the effect to be actually seen in its, ultimate reality. And that's the reality that we are seeing out here as well. Kakinada, which is one of the closest points for landfall that is predicted here, is also bearing the brunt. In fact, I am at one of these relief centers that has been set up by the state government. There you have a medical camp that has been set up, clean drinking water and medical facilities that have been provided for the people here in Kakinada rural, where I am at. In fact, officials throughout the day have been circling not only this relief camp, but also several other relief camps and medical centers as such to ensure that people out here are going ahead and given. Let me remind you, this is also an alert message that is going out simultaneously across mobile phones for the people there to ensure that people in these areas, in these low-lying areas, are evacuated to safety as well. All of these important updates that are being given at a time when the Cyclone Montha is absolutely going to see its full effect that will be going on in just a short while from now.
Stay with me. I'll also bring in Abdul Bashir. He's joining us live from Machilipatnam, another location that the Met Department has warned will be, in fact, hit the most by this particular cyclone. Essentially, the trajectory of the cyclone is that it's going to be hitting just below Vizag. So where Kakinada is, where Machilipatnam is, that's where, in fact, the cyclone, the eye of the storm, will actually pass. So the worst, Abdul, will be, in fact, at midnight, we understand, though the Met Department has confirmed that wind speeds have already picked up.
Well, Akshita, as we can see that this Cyclone Montha is right now moving northwestwards with a speed of 15 km per hour. For the past 6 hours, and right now the position that the latest bulletin has been issued is that it is just southeastwards of Machilipatnam at a 50 kilometers. It is just a 50 kilometers distance, which the cyclone is right now a severe storm that is approaching Machilipatnam first. It is going to hit Machilipatnam. Right now, where I'm standing, the speed of wind is around 21 kilometers. But when the storm hits, it would be around 90 to 110 kilometers per hour. So that would be the impact, 5 times more than this speed. Now, in this speed, it is quite difficult for me to stand steadily when the wind during the storm hits the coastal area here in Machilipatnam. It will become very difficult for people also to move out on the roads. Now the power, the electricity has been cut off in the whole district, the area here, and what we are learning is that thousands of people have been already evacuated from these low-lying areas. Now it's not showering, but heavy rains to extremely heavy rains are expected when the storm is set to make a landfall. That is around 3 hours or 3 to 4 hours. Between 3 to 4 hours, the landfall is expected with the speed that the storm is right now moving towards Machilipatnam. So this is a situation right now where 1,419 villages and 44 towns are said to be affected with this cyclone hitting making landfall here, and thousands of people evacuated. All the teams are alert on ground. We have been to the control room where we have seen all the departments working together constantly. A nodal office have been set up where they are
I must highlight here that in the last few times that we've seen these kind of storms and cyclones hitting either the east coast or the west coast, we've been better prepared. Our cyclone preparedness, our response to these kind of disasters has definitely improved. And let's hope that's the case with this one too, that we see minimum impact or damage being reported. Tapas is joining us live from Gopalpur in Odisha. Along the Odisha coast also, there is going to be a heavy rainfall as well as very strong winds. Tapas, what's the current situation? We've been seeing your ground reports, particularly along the coastal areas where already wind speeds have picked up.
Well, yes, absolutely, Akshita. We are standing at the Gopalpur beach, and I'll tell you that the Gopalpur beach, it's a partial blackout. A little while back, all the electricity connections were cut off. The towering lights have been brought down as a matter of precaution. And on the other hand, the sea is rough. And if you can see like a small dot of light, that's the Coast Guard ship station. A little while back it came to that place and it will remain stationed there. We've been told by the administration as a precautionary measure. And as far as Gopalpur's geographical situation is concerned, whether any cyclone hits directly to Gopalpur or adjacent state in Andhra Pradesh, Gopalpur also always feels the brunt. And since last 1 hour, the wind speed have gained. Gusty winds can be felt, and apart from that, torrential rain also happening every now and then. You can see police is continuing with their patrolling all through the day today, and it's night time now. Absolutely, this area have been evacuated except journalists and officials from police department. Nobody is allowed here to stay anywhere close to this beach, because in and around this vicinity of Gopalpur beach there are lots of trees, and it has a history of uprooting trees and damaging properties. But today the Chief Minister of Odisha held a high-level meeting, and he said categorically that the state government has a zero casualty policy as far as this cyclone is concerned. All measures have been taken. Cyclone shelters have been prepared. People in some places have been shifted to cyclone shelter, and other places have also been kept on standby. The NDRF, the SDRF have been kept on standby to deal with any kind of eventualities. Though this storm will make a landfall in Andhra Pradesh, but
Odisha also will be badly hit. It is better to be prepared at all points right now to ensure that there's minimum casualties.